Hey mama, welcome to Momday. My name is Ella. I'm in my third trimester, but you can do this birth ball mobility flow at any stage in your pregnancy. A birth ball is an amazing tool that you can use in your labor to support you and also get some movement in your body. So getting familiar with the birth ball during pregnancy can not only make you feel safer and more comfortable in your labor, but can also help to mobilize and open the pelvis to prepare you for labor. So once you have your birth ball ready, let's jump into it. We're going to start this flow with just 2 or 3 deep diaphragmatic breaths. So I like to place my hands on my rib cage. You're going to take an inhale for a count of 4, expanding the rib cage 360 degrees at the front, at the sides, and through the back. And then you'll exhale for a count of 8, just exhaling, letting all of that air out of the body. Inhale, filling the rib cage with air, finding that expansion. And then exhale, nice and slow, long breath. Let it all go. Try to relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, just breathing into the rib cage. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring some movement into the pelvis with our pelvic circles. So drawing big, exaggerated circles with the pelvis. Try to really isolate the pelvis, so we're not just moving our upper body or our knees around, we're really moving that pelvis in those big circles, finding that anterior and posterior tilt, side to side movement. Really think about exaggerating the circle as much as you can, creating that mobility in the pelvis. And then when you're ready, we're just going to switch sides, so circles the other way. Again, thinking about tucking and untucking the tailbone as you roll the pelvis around the ball. And this is a great thing that we can do in the early stages of labor to help baby engage into the pelvis, sitting on the birth ball with nice wide knees, pelvic tilts, hip circles, encouraging baby to drop and engage. Okay, next thing we're going to do is those pelvic tilts. So we're going to think about tucking the tailbone under, coming into that posterior pelvic tilt, and then lifting the tailbone, tipping the pelvis forward, anterior tilt. And again, try to think about isolating the pelvis, so we're not just moving our upper body or our knees. Really think about turning the pelvis forward and tucking the pelvis under. Next, we're going to work on side-to-side rocks with the pelvis. So you're going to think about hiking one hip to the side one hip up as you drop the other hip down. Then we're going to switch sides, lifting this hip up, and this hip's going to drop down. You're just going to work those side-to-side tilts. Okay, last one here. Next, we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to use our birth ball to support us in a forward and back lunge. So I'm going to start with my right leg forward in this half kneeling position. Using the ball to support me, I'm going to tuck my tailbone under and then rock my pelvis forward and backward. Inhaling as I rock forward, finding that length. And then exhaling to come back up. You can be on your hands, you can also be down on your forearms. Feeling that nice stretch through the front of the pelvis as you rock forward. Trying to sync this movement with your breath. So inhale, bend. And then exhale, coming back up to the beginning. And then our next position that we're going to do is similar, but this time we're going to add in a lateral lean. So we're going to send our foot out to a 90-degree angle from our belly button, squaring off your hips, and then you're going to send your weight over that leg. Inhale, feeling that length, and then exhale, pushing yourself up. Again, using the ball to support you here. Last one here, and then we're going to switch sides. So over onto the other side, bringing that left foot forward, tucking the tailbone under, and then rocking the pelvis forward. Again, another great labor position that you can do with your birth ball in that middle stage of labor to create that opening through the mid pelvis, working that asymmetry forward and back and side to side. It's going to help baby shimmy through the mid pelvis as they rotate. Last one here, and then let's send that foot out to the side, coming into our lateral lunge this time. Nice job, mama. Okay, we're gonna take a seat on our bum and we're gonna have really nice wide legs here. We're going for an inner thigh stretch. So rock yourself back so that you're sitting on your two sit bones, and then you're just gonna use the ball for support here as you lean forward, feeling the nice stretch through the inner thighs. Spine is up nice and tall, and then again, just working on those deep inhales, long exhales, releasing tension. Our inner thighs have deep connections into our pelvic floor, so releasing those and releasing that tension can help to also lengthen the pelvic floor muscles. You can also extend the arms here. Coming into an even deeper inner thigh stretch. And then next position that we're going to come into is some internal rotation. So we're going to have narrow knees, And our feet are going to rotate out wider than our knees, coming into hip internal rotation. Using the ball to support your upper body if that feels comfortable for you. You're then going to rock your weight back towards your heels, lifting the tailbone up towards the ceiling, opening up that pelvic outlet. You're also stretching through the posterior pelvic floor muscles, so really inhaling into that space between the two sit bones as you rock back. This is opening up that pelvic outlet, creating space for baby when they're going to exit the pelvis. This is also a great pushing position, supporting yourself on the birth ball with that internal rotation, tailbone lifted, really opening up the pelvic outlet. And then our final pose here is going to be a child's pose. So nice wide knees, toes are going to touch, and you're going to sit your weight back towards your bum back towards your heels. And you can stay supported on your birth ball, or you can extend your arms forward, dropping your chest through for a nice lat stretch here and a little thoracic extension. Wherever you're at, just find that deep breathing pattern. Two to three deep breaths here before we finish. Letting the body be heavy. Sinking deeper with each inhale. And then rolling yourself all the way up. That was our birth prep routine. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so honored to be on this journey with you as we prepare for labor together. And I'm so excited to see you in our next flow together. Bye, Mama.